After the lukewarm reception of the undervalued white noise, Noah Baumbach admitted he felt completely thrown off, not to say devastated. Perhaps that experience made him reflect on how short and empty one can feel after achieving it all, or at least accomplishing far more than one ever imagined. From there, the premise behind J. Kelly is likely born, a film starring George Clooney that explores the twilight of movie stars as they are dragged back down to earth. J. Kelly opens with a quote by Sylvia Plath. "It is a very grand responsibility to be oneself. It's much easier to be someone else, or to be nobody." The entire film revolves around this idea. Clooney plays J. Kelly, a sort of modern-day Cary Grant introduced at a point in his life when his latest movies have lost money, and he's now receiving festival invitations to honor his career, while also needing more makeup than ever before. After his daughter rejects spending a few free weeks together, the death of the director who first believed in him, and a run-in with an old acquaintance, Kelly decides to drop everything and follow his daughter through Europe, while also accepting a tribute from a festival in Tuscany, Italy. Of course, he's not traveling alone. A megastar requires a massive team that follows and assists him everywhere. That group is led by Ron, Adam Sandler, his agent and best friend, and Liz, Laura Dern, his publicist. Little by little, George Clooney's character realizes that no matter how many laughs or applause he has provoked in a dark theater, he remains the loneliest man in the world. His actions speak for themselves. His daughters want little to do with him. He betrayed his best friend. He disappointed the man who believed in him, and he insulted the only person who didn't see him as just a walking bag of money. This is where Noah Baumbach's intended character arc comes in. In a Breaking Bad-like fashion, just to name a simple example, J. Kelly stops blaming others and takes responsibility for his actions. He accepts that ambition took over his mind, that everything he did was motivated by his own desires, and that he would probably do it again. J. Kelly embraces Sylvia Plath's quote, "For some, the screen is eternity. Here is where you can truly see the craft of the director of The Squid and the Whale, Francis Ha, and Marriage Story." That said, J. Kelly is ultimately a film that leaves much to be desired. The situations and challenges the script places before Clooney's character are predictable and weak. The same goes for most of the supporting characters. Aside from 2 or 3, none have any real impact on the plot. There are a few moments that may draw a smile from cinephile viewers, such as the second-class train scene. The story plays with elements reminiscent of Fellini, but beyond that it becomes a film saved only by its solid performances. Adam Sandler, in particular, once again proves that when he chooses serious roles, he is a world-class actor. Billy Crudup and Riley Keough also leave a strong impression, even with their brief appearances. Clooney plays a generic Clooney, not brilliant, but not bad either. As mentioned earlier, the idea of the end of movie stars as we know them is deeply present in the film. Nicolas Cage, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Denzel Washington, and George Clooney himself seem to be the last drops of a not-so-old Hollywood that wasn't built around algorithms or TV shows. In this regard, the film arrives at the right moment. This doesn't mean we need actors with identity crises to revive a golden age of American cinema, but there is something about that obsessive commitment that simply doesn't appear in today's newer stars, like Timothée Chalamet or Pedro Pascal. At least, not yet. Finally, it's worth mentioning another issue with J. Kelly, one that has more to do with the current moment we live in than with the film itself. It's hard for an average viewer, constantly bombarded by news of the world, to feel moved by a millionaire who feels misunderstood. If only Baumbach had taken more risks and not relied so heavily on flashbacks, this could have been a very different story. Thank you very much for staying until this part of the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews. See you in the next one.